AMS2 has a ton of different cars, all ranging from Formula 1 to GT3 to old GT1 cars. But they also have the Brazilian Endurance Series. And here is where we find with the car which I feel like is the most underrated and underused car in the whole game and should be used more, the Ginetta G58. So let's go to the Eterna and let me explain to you why it should be used more. Okay, so now we are going. I should be in P12, which I don't know where it is. Am I going a bit too far forwards? Seems like it. Okay, let's stay here. So, if you don't know, the Brazilian Endurance Series is obviously a series in Brazil, and because AMS2's developers Razer are based in Brazil, they have right to make the cars, so they make them, which is quite obvious, but they have in there a bit like Le Mans prototypes. They have different classes. They have P1, P2, P3 and P4. Currently you're just seeing all the P1 cars, which is where this car is counted in. But
left side, clear left.
This car apparently should be on pace with the DPIs or maybe a bit quicker, which means this car should be a bit like LMP2s, maybe a little bit quicker. So this car might be a little bit between LMP2s and LMP1. And as this car also has traction control and ABS, it means it's a lot easier to drive than the DPIs.
Still there.
We're redlining.
On your right. Clear right.
So I'm getting overtaken quite a bit.
Clear right.
But we get to see how good this car actually is. But maybe here there's a little bit too much downforce.
Car right.
But I still feel like this car is
Hold your line.
good currently. The only problem with this car
Clear right.
is its oversteer on exit, but that can probably be fixed with setup. We're coming through here.
Car left.
Oh, accidentally hit. Went
Clear left.
quite a bit, as you can see there. I get oversteer on
side.
exit.
Clear right. On your left. Clear left.
We overtake him back. But let's see if I can gain how many positions I can gain. And I usually try these cars with 5 laps, but since this is the Ginetta 58, I thought let's do 8 laps, and that's exactly what we are doing. But those cars, I think they're Metal Moros, they are a lot
Clear left.
quicker.
Bad luck, Alvin. Come on, don't let him get away.
So I actually gain a bit on them in the tricky section, but overall this car might not be the quickest around here.
The leader's just done it. 138.30.
38.30. Let's see how quick I can go. Not as quick. 40.6.
114.60.
On your right. Clear right.
See, for there I can gain quite a bit. But on exit I get quite a bit of oversteer.
Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
How much time have I gained over last lap? Quite a bit. But I'm braking a bit too early. I need to push it a bit more on the brakes, so don't use too much throttle. But at least I'm gaining I'm gaining a bit in the cars in front. But I'm not as quick as the cars in first.
Just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
I gained quite a bit of time through there.
Got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
Yeah. I like this crew chief though. It's really good, but something which I don't like so much in
On your left.
AMS2
Clear left.
is the
Marquez, 138,
because they don't have
Right. Clear right.
the same, they don't have, I don't know what they called, like they don't have an engineer to help you with setups like in Project Cars 2, which I thought was one of the better aspects of it, to help you with setups. But here they don't have it. But there is a website I use, I remember, which helps me with setup. So if you want it, just comment down below. And whilst you're down there, please hit the subscribe button for more good racing and to see dive bombs like those
Still there.
and
Hold your line.
cool drifts.
Hold your line. Clear right.
Well done, Arvin. Good pass, eyes front.
I'm 18th now, 12 seconds behind the leader. I wonder what car the lead is in, because I'm in not that quick of a car, but the leading pair are quite far up ahead. But I'm drifting quite a bit. This car is not that stable. Yeah, track limits, I know.
Car right.
But hopefully I can get up to at least 12.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
So we would have been done, but hopefully I can
Clear right.
get
18th.
these cars. Let me just be a bit cautious. Get a better exit, just like I did now. And then let them go out and then
Still there.
dive bomb. That maybe wasn't the cleanest of moves, but at least I got them.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Can I dive bomb this guy back?
On your right. Still there.
Probably shouldn't dive bomb through there due to the little space you have.
Still there.
Let us push him a bit.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
I'm holding my line to first. This car slides around a bit, but that might also be a bit on the tires, because I feel like a ton of these cars, not just these, but in general, have a bit prone to sliding. That may be something they might change soon in the next physics update, which I believe will arrive with, what's it called, the V1.5. They say early 2023. I think it might arrive when the adrenaline pack comes out, because there you have like drifting and you have rallycross. So they probably want to change everything to do with that, and there you might want to get better sliding physics. So they probably want to change it then. But I hope that we get some of those approved, because that's like one of the main things which I talk about, but it's not like a deal breaker.
Ahead is now
Just
0 seconds. You've got cold front tyres.
it just feels a bit odd how much some of these are drifting, but that's mainly on like exit, not mid corner. So that might be just up.
Clear left.
That might just be setup issues, I think. How much have I gained? Like 7? Oh, I'm gaining on the leader. Potential. Oh, my potential is 37.8. So I should be gaining actually. And let's get onto the final lap, I think.
Hold your line.
Let's get going.
Clear right.
15th place, 2 to go.
Oh, 2 laps to go, it says. But we'll see about 15th. Oh, you have another Ginetta there.
Still there. Clear left.
Let's see if I can get past it.
Next car is Martini.
On your left. Clear left.
But I feel like it's due to the setup, because my tires are definitely very cold. So it can be due to that. So probably maybe like radiator or something, or more toe maybe, and more camber. So it's like setup things.
Right side.
But the thing with
Hold your line.
AMS2 compared to other sims like
Defend your position, don't let him through.
ACC is that there, in those simulators, they have a setup per car, like here, but they have a few setups, or at least one setup per track. Was that AMS2, they have to make a setup which works with everywhere. So these cars are like good enough for everybody to drive
P16, 1 more lap to go.
for around every circuit and have a good time, as you can see here, but they're also possible to fine tune because it's not the best setup.
Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
So I feel like AMS2, if they could add the race mechanic, can help quite a bit with the setup business, because then you don't have to complain about the default setups and they're not like in ACC or I don't know if RF2 have the same thing where they have a default setup per track or just per car. So if you know anything about that, just put it down in the comments. That would be appreciated for me and for everyone who's wondering. And you can see the Ginetta is definitely doesn't have a lot of power.
Clear right.
Let us see if I can overtake.
Car right. Clear right.
No, I couldn't.
You might have gone outside of track limits there.
Yeah. But I don't know what rules I have on, but this car definitely is not the quickest around here with its rear wing. So if you want to change, maybe make it a little bit less bouncy, less drift, less slidey on the exit.
Right side. Clear right.
So that was
On your left.
the race.
Hold your line. Clear left.
But what do I think of this car? Well, it is quite nice. I really feel like this is actually quite a good car. I read through the forums, they also like it there. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, I would say this is a very good car, but it might need a little bit of setup changes for you to make it, to fine tune it. So that's what you need to do. But that was that. If you have any other suggestions of cars you want me to drive around in AMS2, just comment it down below. That might be what the next video is on. But maybe we might try out Richard Burns' Rally. We'll have to see about it. I just have to evaluate everything and see what video I'm doing for next week. But until then, I've been Racing Legend, you've been my musers. Thank you for watching. Good. Bye!